lovely humans, welcome to Starlight and Stitches. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you like yarn and crochet and crafts and end of the month finished project videos, crochet book reviews, yarn hauls, all sorts of lovely crafty goodness, then do hit subscribe and join my subscribers, because my subscribers are the best. So if you are also the best, come and join us. This is our lovely happy positive place on the internet. This week we have got a crochet book review for you, and we are going to be taking a look at this gem. This is Edward's Crochet Imaginarium. I managed to pick this book up. No, I didn't. This was given to me by a friend of mine who found it in a charity shop, which is like a thrift store in America. But she's picked this up for me, and it's actually signed. So I've got a nice signed copy of this lovely book. It's by Kerry Lord. It's been around for a little while, this book, from what I know, but it's quite a popular book. There's lots you can do with this. Basically, it's mix and match monsters. You have a base that you work from, and then you've got loads and loads of different options of different heads, arms, feet, etc. So we're going to have to show this in a slightly different way this week than what I normally show you. So I'm going to take you over to the table and we're going to have a little look through this book together. Right, so the reason that this book is a little different is because when you open it up, we've got our lovely contents page here. And then on this side, we've got these kind of flip pages here. So we've got all our different feet. These are all our different arms, and these are all our different heads. So you can mix and match them to make your perfect little monster. What we're going to do, I am going to show you all of the different options for the head, arms and feet. But what we'll do first is I'm actually going to flip to the pages behind that to show you what else is included in this book. So if we come to here, I'm just going to cover that up. So the first page, this gives you the standard form. So you will use this for all of your monsters, and you'll start with the head and the body. And it's obviously got the patterns here and here, but we cover that up because we don't want that being shared. If you want the book, you have to buy it, my lovelies, and the money then goes to the actual artists that made the projects. So we start with our standard form. We've got a lovely introduction here from the artist herself, which is wonderful. And then we've got all these really nice pages on tips on designing, so you can get some ideas before you start making as to how you want your little monsters to look and how to use the book, designing, starting making. The items that you're going to need, things about colour palette, different yarn sizes. Now, I always find that if you have a crochet book, a crochet pattern book, and it gives you all these extra details in the back or the front of the book, you know, things like what we would call the basics, I find that really helpful. I think it just shows the mark of a well-written book, a well-prepared book. We've got different sizing, so how to get obviously different sizes, yarn size, hook size, etc. This is how to do all the different types of tails. So there are 6 different types of tails that you can make. How to do certain colour changes if you want stripes, big stripes, speckles, gradient changes, spot colour changes. It's really well written, well thought out, so that you can really customise your monsters. And then at the back here, we've got a really nice gallery of all sorts of different ideas for monsters that you can use. And then the gallery. And we've got some more bits at the back, technical bits and pieces, different stitch types, stuffing and sewing, adding details, the order in which to sew everything together, sewing on eyes, subtle details. If you look here, we've got exactly the same ears in 3 different positions, making 3 completely different monsters. And then we've got a lovely bit at the back here about the author. Let me show you our lovely author. There we go. Thank yous. And the different suppliers. So now what we're going to do is we are going to flip to the front, and we are going to go through the different heads, arms and feet in this book. So I'm going to actually put a piece of paper. No, I'm not. I'm going to have to hide this side because I can't show you the patterns. That's naughty. So I'm just going to flip through just so that you can have a really good look at all the different designs. So once you've picked your favourite head design, then you can take a look at the next section, which is going to be the arms. Once you've got your chosen arms, then you can choose your feet to make the final part of your monster design. And there we go. That's all the heads, arms and feet. And you can mix and match them until your heart is content. Obviously changing colours, changing types of yarn, textures of yarn, thickness of yarn. And like we showed you in the bag, I like the fact very much that they have got, if I can find it again, all the different colour patterns, the differences that can make as well. Something like this is very different to either of those two, or these kind of speckled ones, and I think this is fabulous. It's really, really good. You can really customise things to make them your own. What a wonderful little book. So do let me know what you think of this book. I think it's great. I think the fact that you can mix and match, you can alter the patterns to suit what you want. You could have a real lovely little collection of little monsters, all of your own. It does say on the back here, one standard form times 23 heads times 23 arms times 23 feet times 6 tails times 4 sizes times 6 stitch patterns times 17 colours times hundreds of modifications equals over 1 million easy to make monsters. I think that's great. This book I have on the back of here, I have only got the recommended retail price in Great British pounds, which is £14.99, but I do think this is an older copy. So I don't know what the value is elsewhere along the world, but that is what it is in UK monies. Yeah, I think it's a lovely book. I love monsters. You know I love monsters. As you can see, I love little monsters. So I think this is a fantastic book. And the fact that you can mix and match it, I think it's really, really great. So do talk to me in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of this lovely, lovely book. Yeah, I think it's great. Look after yourselves. Look after your loved ones. I hope you have a lovely week. Take care, and I will see you next week. Bye.